The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time there was an old mother pig who had three little pigs and nothing home food to feed them. So when they were all youth, she went them all into work to seek their fountains. The first little pig was very lazy. He didn't want to work at all, and he built his house out of straw. The second little pig worked a little bit harder, but he was somewhat lazy too, and he built his house out of sticks. Then they sang and danced and played together the rest of the day. The dear little pig worked hard all day and built his house with bricks. It was sturdy, house complete, with a fine fireplace and chimney. It looked like it could withstand the strongest winds. The next day, a wolf happened to pass by the line where the three little pigs lived, and he saw the straw house, and he smelled the pig inside. He thought the pig would make a mighty fine meal, and his mouth began to water. So he knocked on the door and said, "Dear pig, little pig, let me in, let me in." But the little pig saw the wolf big paws through the keyhole, so he answered back, "No, no, no, not by the hairs on me chin, chin, chin." The, the wolf showed his teeth and said, "Then I'll hoof and I'll poof and I'll wall your house down." So he furred and they puffed and he built the house down. The wolf opened his hub very wide and went down as hard as the coal. But the first little pig escaped and ran away to hide with the second little pig. The wolf continued down the line and they passed by the second house made in the sticks, and he saw the house and he smelled the pig inside, and his mouth began to water, and he thought about the fine dinner they would make. So he knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in." But the little pig saw the flaws pointy ears through the keyhole, so they answered back, "No, no, no, no by hairs in the chin." So the wolf solved his dead, and then I'll hoop and I'll poof and I'll bowl your house down. So he proofed and he puffed and he blind the house down. The wolf was ready and he tried to catch both pigs at once. But he was too ready and good natured. His big house climbed down on nothing but air, and the two little pigs exchanged away affairs as their little house would carry them. The wolf chased them down the lane, and they almost caught them, but they made into the brick house and smacked the door closed before the wolf could catch them. The three little pigs, they were very frightened. They knew the wolf wanted to eat them, and that was very, very true. The wolf had eaten all day, and he had worked up a ledge, a plane chasing the pigs around, and now he could smell a tree of the inside, and he knew that the three little pigs will make a lovely feast. So the wolf knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me in, let me in. But little pigs, the wolf's narrow eyes thought the claim out, so they answered back, no, 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 not by the hairs on my chin and chin. So there flows showed his teeth and sighed. Then I hoop, and I'll poof, and I'll blow your house down. Well, he hoofed, and he poofed, he poofed, and he poofed, and he poofed, poofed, hoofed, and he poofed, poofed. But he could not blow the house down. At last, he was so out of breath that he called out, and he called puff anymore. So he stopped to rest and slowed a bit. But this was too much. The wolf danced about with rage and swore he would come down and the chimney and eat up the little pigs for the supper. But while he was kindling on the roof, a little pig made him blazing fire and put one a big pot of water to boil. Then, just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the little pig pulled on the lid and plop, and filled the wolf in the shining water. So the little pig pat on the cover again, bullied the wolf up, and two little pigs ate him for supper.